Okay guys, I received an email from the Night Shield, and he says, hey Shock, I'd like to take this opportunity to say that I love watching your videos. Some people might feel judged by a man preaching on a bike. Might even say it's ironic, but I say it's quite good fun, so keep it up. Anyway, I was browsing through some videos on YouTube earlier today and came across some clips from the new film from Roland Emmerich. I'm sure you know the one I'm talking about, 2012. And it got me thinking, what would Shock's view on the film be in general? The idea behind making it, etc. And the event it pertains to be, question mark. So I thought I'd ask, and thought perhaps you might do a video to let people know. So here I am, I'm doing your video. I am your humble servant, the Night Shield, Chris. He says, I first came across motorcycle vlogging earlier this year while looking for videos about riding a motorcycle for the first time, and I think I came across the right fellow to help explain it in more detail. 13 Mordith 13. He says, hey Mordith, he says he likes you because you tell it like it is. He says, much like yourself, Shock, I have to keep reminding myself that he's actually from Canada, even though he has family in the UK, which is where I am. Hopefully you'll be able to come up with a video response to this idea. If you do, good luck. I'll be sure to comment it when you post it. God bless, ride safe. I'm sure you're always looked after by the man upstairs when you get on your bike. I hope so anyways. Would miss some great videos if anything was to happen to you, heaven forbid. Chris, also known as the Night Shield. P.S. I subscribed and posted a comment on your channel recently. I also look forward to seeing more from you in the coming months and years even. So let's ride. And let's talk about 2012. By the way, you guys, we did a new radio show yesterday on Secrets of American History. I think you guys are really going to like it. Actual founders of ours that were Christians, that your godless government-run liberal socializing public schools will not tell you these secrets. I have it backed up with proof, evidence, actual documents you can research. Do you know Patrick Henry said it cannot be emphasized too often or too strongly that this nation was founded not by religionists but by Christians, not on religion but on the gospel of Jesus Christ. Did you know he said that? Just one of many things that you will learn when you see the annotation pop up on the screen right here. ShockOnNow.net, go there, have your speakers on, you can hear some secrets of history. Now, let's get right into this. 2012. Well, at the end of this video, you're going to see a little annotation pop up, and it's a video a friend of mine made, Chris, titled Believe. And it goes through a lot of traumatic events that we've already had in history. Earthquakes, floods. Talks about things that we're going to be facing in history, and let me tell you my experience with the Mayans. You know, on vacation I went and I visited these Mayan ruins. Let me tell you what happened. Those guys were savages. They were savages. They did human sacrifice on their own people. They did not worship the true God. They had their own make-believe. Oh boy, hold on, I got caught here. So I'll give you an example. I'm at they had their own make-believe God. Finish my sentence. I'm at the ruins, right, and there's like this rock platform, but it's up high, like right here, right? And I know a little bit of Spanish. Yo quiero Taco Bell, stuff like that. I don't know a lot of Spanish, but if someone says it, I can understand what they're saying. But I can't really piece the words together. I took Spanish for 3 years at my godless, liberal, indoctrinating public government-run school system, and they did not do too good of a job teaching me, and I tried to pay attention. But anyways, I could understand a little bit of it, so I asked the guy, our guide, I said, what's this like rock platform right here? And he tells me that's where they did human sacrifices to their false god. So I don't have a lot of respect for the Mayans, and of course they were wiped out by surprise. Their whole civilization was wiped out. So when it comes to the movie 2012, I like movies like that that warn people of impending disaster. I think it's better that people are prepared for disaster than live in a little fake fantasy bubble that, oh, everything's going to be okay. You know, that's one thing you'll get out of reading the Bible is throughout the whole Bible, there's always impending disaster that's going to happen, and there's always a warning, and there's always people that listen to the warning, and there's always people that reject the warning. And before I get into that, let me tell you a little bit about what the Mayan calendar says. There is one part of that 2012 prophecy that did raise my eyebrows a bit. It talks about going into a new age, a new era. It doesn't really say, oh, the end of the world, but it talks about like the end of the world as we know it, so to speak. Like, we're going into a new age, a new era. And he says that the calendar says that there's going to be two types of people: those that resist and those that accept. Isn't that interesting? Because we know the Bible does say that for those people left on earth, there's going to be a new world order. There's going to be a one world monetary system. There's going to be a mark that they will put on your forehead or in your hand, and you will either have to resist that mark or accept it. Interesting. As you know, if you're wise, you will resist it. So I'm going to be getting out into the deep in a moment here. Let's see, let's do it now. I just like oiled my chain, so I like it to kind of fly off a bit. I use that gel oil, you know, the spray on white. It sticks real good, but just to play it safe. The Bible talks about there are going to be wars, earthquakes. Jesus says that as in the days of Noah, and by the way, when Jesus is referring to Noah, he's referring to Noah's Ark. You know Noah, that's the same Noah. So people that deny that the flood happened, you have to call Jesus a liar, because Jesus is even referring to Noah. But Jesus says that in the last days, just like in the days of Noah, that's how it's going to be. Well, what was in the days of Noah? Jesus says that people were marrying each other. In other words, it was business as usual. And then the flood came. So if you guys are thinking, well, everyone's still going to work, everyone's still going on with their lives, there's nothing traumatic going on, that's not a good litmus test, because Jesus Christ says that it's going to be absolutely just like it normally is, and then the end will come. You know, Jesus even refers to Sodom and Gomorrah, the city that God destroyed because of its evil. And Jesus talks about that. He says, when he's telling his disciples to go out and preach the gospel, he says, if they reject your word, if they reject you, it'll be more tolerable for them. It'll be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than it will be for them. Interesting. So, I only got 30 seconds. You're going to see a pop-up right now titled, it's going to be a video a friend of mine made titled Believe, and it'll show things going on all over the world. And in these last days, there's nothing that needs to happen in prophecy for his return. It's all happened. Do not be doubtful, but believe. Go ahead and click the annotation. God bless you guys. Maranatha.